One of the biggest new features in Fortnite is gold, a new in-game currency. With it, you can upgrade your weapons, buy new and exotic ones, and even hire NPCs as bodyguards. It can be obtained multiple ways. It can be found off defeated enemies, floor and chest loot, and more. A lot of people in the community have talked about the slow grind that is building up your Fortnite wallet, so we wanted to help remedy that. In today's video, we'll be discussing how to build up gold fast. This is a useful one, people. You don't want to miss it. If you follow our advice closely, you can turn your measly stack from 0 to hero. Many of the tips are super simple to employ into your gameplay too. Before we get started though, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click that bell so you never miss a video. Oh, and use code NewScapePRO in the item shop. This is NewScapeGames, your source for Fortnite news, leaks, theories, ideas, and more. The Hunt. One of the easiest ways to obtain gold is simply by picking it up. This can sometimes be difficult since you're not alone in the lobby. Yeah, the other 99 players don't care about your quest for gold. If they see you walking around, you're an enemy all the same. To make your life easier, simply fly to a secluded part of the map. Our advice is to watch the pathway of the battle bus and choose a location that is far from it while still having a large amount of loot. For example, this bus is headed east, towards the bottom right corner. You'll notice that Steamy Stacks is both a loot-filled POI while also being far away from many players. Perfect. You might still have a fight or two, but that should be manageable. In our example, we are all alone. Land and all that gold will be yours. It can be found anywhere, but there are a few places where you have a chance of finding large stacks. 1. Washing machines, which can range from 5 to 50 gold, or cash registers, which can yield similar drops. Finally, vending machines. In practice, we didn't have as much luck with these, but it's always worth it to look. Quick side note, in our practice, we found no cash registers or washing machines in Steamy Stacks. Sure, this tactic may seem a little obvious, but it can be valuable in building up your wallet, and is easier than any other strategy. It's also a tactic for the early game. Once you've completely looted an area, you have a choice. Continue your quest for gold or join the fight. Regardless, be ready to run from the storm. But now let's talk about a way to get gold in a, difficult way. Quests. As you most likely know, the NPCs that now roam the map come preloaded with multiple different prompts. Many of them include what's called quests, and when completed, pay out with gold. It's simple, but do as many of these as you can. We feel a lot of people have overlooked them, since it interferes with the main point of Battle Royale. Kill your enemies and survive. The thing is though, if you want to build gold quickly, you need to focus on that instead of anything else. Some of these quests are super easy too, so don't worry about wasting too much time on them. To make it even easier for you, here are some of the quests offered by the island's NPCs. Maeve, near Shipwreck Cove, has one quest. Go for a swim. Yup, told you a lot of these were simple, people. Slightly raised in difficulty, Mancake asks you to collect 3 different weapon types. Might be slightly tougher to complete this one, but we still consider it on the easier side. Brutus is found at Dirty Docks and wants you to collect 250 metal or fish a weapon out of the water. The metal quest should prove particularly easy, as well as the fishing. If you're feeling more risky, you can also challenge him. His defeat wins you a purple P90. You find yourself with a pistol often? If so, you're in luck. Head to the Sheriff's Office, located between the 0 Point and Coliseum. Talk to Deadfire, he's got a quest to inflict 100 pistol damage. If you're without a weapon, he'll even sell you one. Doggo has some of our favorite quests. He's found at Pleasant Park or Retail Row. His are ring a doorbell until it breaks and stick your head out the window of a vehicle while riding in it. Get it? Because he's a dog? We love it. Another silly one is Triggerfish, found at Crash Cargo. He wants you to destroy Fish Stick restaurant decorations. Turns out the Beef Boss and Tomato Head aren't the only rivals on the island. As well as this, he asked for 100 SMG damage and an SMG elimination. Pristine Point or Timber Tent houses Blaze, and she has fire-related quests. Collect fireflies, use a campfire, and ignite structures with fire. All of these are simple enough. In our playthrough, we got light a campfire. Yeah, we can manage that. If you have bandages or a medkit, head to Remedy, found at Craggy Cliffs or Hilltop House. All she wants you to do is use or throw them at another player. Big Chuggus is found at Slurpy Swamp or Shantytown and wants you to use Slurp. Destroy Slurp barrels, heal another player with Chug Splashes, and heal using Slurp-related items. These are beyond easy. At Slurpy Swamp, he is literally standing right behind multiple barrels. Or there's Kit, who wants you to destroy bathtubs and sinks. Weird, but easy enough. Another 2 easy ones are Farmer Steel and Sunflower. They're in the general vicinity of one another and want you to do farming-related tasks. Examples include collecting corn and hiding in hay. Since you're already on a farm, This is made super easy. Ragnarok is found atop his Viking ship and wants you to search a chest and supply drop. While the latter may be a little more difficult, finding a chest is a piece of cake. Okay, that's been a ton of quests to rack up some easy gold. Keep in mind, we're just scratching the surface of the NPCs on the island. There's literally 41 of them on the island. If you're in a POI, there's a good chance there's one nearby. Many of these quests are beyond easy. You're just wasting your time and losing valuable gold if you choose not to do them. Okay, let's talk about a different approach. Solo bounties. The next one is the best route to take for fast cash, at least in our opinion. We're talking about bounties. Similar to quests, these are given by NPCs. This strategy can be done alone or with teammates. Okay, let me break it down. For solo play, you'll have to land close to an NPC. Most places will work, but keep in mind some NPCs don't offer bounties, like Bigfoot. It's also important to know a lot of NPCs have multiple possible spawns. On top of this, you'll want a location with a high amount of action. Our pick is usually Misty Meadows or the Butter Barn, since Condor and Mancake both have a 100% spawn rate in these locations. It also helps that they're both pretty hot drops. Once on the ground, quickly find anything you'll need. Shotgun, assault rifle, shields, etc. When you feel comfortable with your loadout, head for the NPC. You can probably guess this next part. Start a bounty and quickly search for your target. Luckily, Fortnite makes this part easier. Look within the large yellow circle. Your bounty is somewhere within it. The reason we included this strategy later on this list is because, although it is the best method, it requires more skill. You gotta kill your opponents. Once you do, head right back to the NPC, select another bounty, and hunt that person down. You see what we're getting at? All you have to do to build gold quickly is to play the game as is, the only difference being you always have a bounty set. It should be mentioned too, if you run into a player who isn't your bounty, don't kill them. Avoid that player if possible. Go and kill your bounty and then start another one. This new target will most likely be the player you didn't fight earlier. That's really it. As long as you're confident in your abilities, you'll be able to rack up gold fast. Team bounties. This bounty strategy is pretty similar to the solo version and can be done in a few different ways. We'd also like to point out that CypherPK documented a similar strategy on his channel. He made a great video showcasing this plan in action. Make sure to check it out. After this video, of course. Firstly, you can do this by yourself. Be warned though, you'll be going up against teams of combatants. If you can manage this, perfect. Similar to the solo bounty strategy, you'll want to be near an NPC. The difference is you won't be starting the bounty and then finding your target. Instead, you'll be surveying a wide range of land looking for a fight. While the only major requirement is to be near an NPC, we also recommend having some sort of transportation. This could be shockwaves, crystals, bouncers, cars, etc. That's because once you down a player, you won't be thirsting them. Instead, you'll be using your transportation of choice to go to an NPC and talk to them. See, bounties work very simply. They are chosen by proximity and include downed players. If you bring the enemy to the footsteps of an NPC, the bounty will be them almost 100% of the time. This strategy can be more fruitful than the solo variant, since you can do this 3 times over with a full squad. In practice though, it is very difficult. In our opinion, this method is the king of quickly gathering gold. Well, that's about all we got for this one. In our opinion, out of all the tactics we discussed, the bounties route is best. Yes, you have to kill opponents, but doing so nets you an unbelievable amount of gold. Looting a desolate location is easy, sure, but it didn't get us nearly as much gold as bounties did. If you have teammates too, it can be made even easier. As mentioned earlier though, make sure to stick to your plan. Getting gold fast means committing to getting gold fast. Don't get distracted fishing. Unless, maybe there's gold underwater? Now, with these strategies in your head, you'll be getting gold faster than ever before. We're excited to have this new currency in the game. It adds an added variety to Fortnite, and is unlike anything we've seen in a battle royale. The NPCs also explode with lore, which we love. We're a Fortnite news and ideas channel. Does that surprise you? Once you do have a hefty amount in your locker, what are you gonna do with it? Hire bodyguards? Buy exotic weapons? Or are you just gonna hold on to it? Let us know in the comments down below. Our personal pick is upgrading weapons. Exotics are too expensive and honestly, not good enough for their asking price. And that's even after their prices were lowered immensely, going from over 1,000 to 400 plus. That's just our 2 cents though. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click that bell so you never miss a video. Whenever you need your Fortnite news fix, we'll be here. Bye!